Hey guys, so I actually had a comment left on my video that I uploaded yesterday, or that went public yesterday, I should say. And so I realized that this video is being posted way after that. However, I still wanted to respond to the comment. So the comment was, well, it was actually a question. This person asked if I didn't like working in the sleep medicine field. So I wanted to take the time to respond to that. Um, and just say that I actually really loved working in sleep medicine as a sleep tech trainee. Um, I truly enjoyed working in sleep medicine. I liked learning all of the things that I learned. I liked the whole process of getting people set up with the EEG and all of the little sensors and everything. The part that made me leave sleep medicine was my schedule because my manager at the time was scheduling me like in the same week I would have to work day shift and night shift. I was never able to get used to either one schedule or the other. And so I was not sleeping. I would sleep like 5 hours a night, which is crazy if I slept that long. And you would think that somebody who was a registered sleep tech themselves, because my manager at the time was an RPSGT, you would think that they would understand just how important getting enough sleep is for the body. But they basically, I had a conversation with him, and he basically told me that there was nothing he could do to either get me on one schedule or the other. And mind you, I did understand that there were only two sleep techs at the time. There was myself and another one who she was an RPSGT as well. However, um, I needed either one schedule or the other. I needed to be either day shift or night shift. And he could have put me like training on night shift. And, you know, I feel like if there was a want for me to stay in that position, he would have listened to what I said and put me on night shift to train, because that was his whole thing, was he wanted me to take the time to be trained on night shift. And so I understood, working the 312s that I was working, but he wanted me to work 312s on night shift and then also work, 1 to 2 day shifts, which was just too much for my body. I couldn't handle it. And like I said, I could never adjust to one shift or the other. And so it just was not feasible for me to continue working like that, because I was feeling sick. I couldn't sleep. Trying to adjust to a night shift schedule is hard enough when you've been working consistent day shifts. And it just was not something that was feasible for me. And I'm sorry if you hear that in the background. Wicket, my puppy, is messing with papers. He's chewing on papers from a box. But I just wanted to say that, yes, I truly enjoyed working in sleep medicine. And if I still had the opportunity to work in sleep, I would have stayed there if they had worked me into either one shift or the other. I would have been glad to stay and continue working because, like I said, I find sleep medicine very interesting. I find all of the things that you need to know about sleep medicine interesting. Like I said, I enjoyed doing the setups, and I think that I was really actually good at sleep medicine. I feel like I thrived in the sleep medicine realm. It was just not feasible for me to continue, which really made me sad because I hated to leave sleep medicine and go back to being a medical assistant when I went from sleep medicine as a sleep tech to working in the urgent care as a medical assistant. Not that I didn't like working as a medical assistant in urgent care, and I do enjoy working as a medical assistant as well, but working in sleep medicine was really, I felt like it was really where I thrived the best. And even though I was still learning and still training, I did feel like I thrived in that setting. So, not a super long video, but I did feel like it was important for me to respond to this question. And so, if you guys have any other questions or comments or topic suggestions that you would like to hear more about on my channel in the future, let me know that down in the comments below. And I would be glad to get something filmed for you. And with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video.